Water is an essential commodity used for drinking, cooking, and bathing. It is also used for agriculture, industries, and for the generation of electricity. Water is a liquid, and liquid is also a state of matter. We have already learnt about the solid state of matter. Here, we will discuss the liquid state of matter. You must have noticed that water can be stored in a glass, a jug, or a beaker. Have you ever thought why? This can be understood if we know the properties of liquids. The interparticle distance and forces of attraction are the two fundamental factors that give rise to the varied properties of liquids. Let's understand the properties of liquids with the help of an activity. To perform this activity, we require water, cooking oil, milk, juice, any cold drink, and containers of different shapes. Now, spill all the liquids on the floor. What do you observe? When spilled on floor, liquids lose their shape and start to flow. Do you know why this happens? This happened because liquids have no fixed shape as they have large interparticle distances and weaker interparticle forces of attraction when compared to solids. On pouring liquids in containers of different shapes, you will notice that the liquid takes up the shape of the container, but the volume of the liquid does not change. This shows that liquids do not have a fixed shape but have a fixed volume. When poured, liquids flow easily. This shows that liquids are not rigid as they can flow and change shape. They are also called fluids. It is interesting to know that though liquids are not rigid and they can flow, they are not compressible. This is because the particles of liquids are closely held and have smaller interparticle distances when compared to gases. Another important property of liquids is that they show the property of diffusion. Solids and gases both can diffuse through liquids. If potassium permanganate is added to water, the purple color of potassium permanganate slowly spreads throughout the whole container of water. This is an example of diffusion of solids in water. Gases like carbon dioxide and oxygen are essential for the survival of aquatic plants and animals. These gases are present in the air, but they also diffuse into water and get dissolved in it. Do you know that liquids can also diffuse in other liquids? One such example of diffusion of a liquid into another liquid is that of ink solution in water. It is important to note that the rate of diffusion in liquids is slower than in gases. This happens because particles of liquids move slowly in comparison to particles of gases. Let us summarize what we have learned so far. Liquids have larger interparticle distance and weaker forces of attraction compared to solids. They have a definite volume but no definite shape. Liquids adapt the shape of the container in which they are kept. Liquids cannot be compressed as much as gases. Liquids can flow and hence are called fluids. Liquids show the property of diffusion.